Okay. One, two, three. Yeah. Hi. Good morning. This is or good afternoon. This is Ray Press from our Contrafrata newspaper. And I'm here in Grace Congregation Baptist Church, and in front of me I have Phil. Yeah, Phil is director of the Grace program here in San Jose downtown. Yeah, it's Phil Mastrocola. Yeah, and he was really nice and to provide me, a little bit, an interview, yeah, about what's going on here. Okay, good afternoon, Phil. Today is a Sunday, and happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy
Yeah,
Easter to you.
yeah. Uh, Phil, you're a director from the Grace Baptist Church. How long have you been here?
I've been at Grace Church for nearly 8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
So, how do you feel after 8 years working right here?
Well, it seems like it's gone by fast.
The whole life, no?
Yeah. Well, seems like it seems like a quick in quick speed to all the things we've been doing and growing. It's been amazing that it's been already 8 years. It just
Great memories.
seems like a couple of years, but wonderful memories. We're
I know,
having
I
good.
can tell.
We were looking, it's been fun.
This one. So, one of my main questions is about in every single interview as a journalist from La Recontra Forte newspaper is this is an institution, yeah, a Baptist church. Yeah, what is the main goals from that
hmm
grace in this moment?
For the church's goals and mission is to provide a place for people to come to worship and to exercise their faith, uh, uh, Christian faith, and do so in a way that's more connected to the needs of the community and connected to serving those needs of the community, whatever they might be.
Okay.
And that's what the main mission and goal of the Grace Baptist Church has been for over 100 years.
100 years.
Yes,
Wow, it's a lot of time.
yes.
It's a whole century.
Even in this particular location, we've been over 80 years
80 years.
in this
So the church
location.
has 80 years already?
In this location, yeah. Before
Wow,
it was
it's a
another
lot of time,
location.
huh?
A lot of work, and it's got a large legacy, as you probably can see if you walk our halls and you see our pictures. Tells a story about what's been going on. It's always
Yeah.
been a church dedicated to mainly to peace, to justice, to service of the community. So
Yeah,
that's what.
serving on the whole community of San Jose downtown. It's a lot of community around here. They passing by not only just the counties, it goes from different counties as California, even from another states.
Yeah,
Can you
people
believe
drop
that?
here. Lady just came today from Los Angeles. First day.
No, I
She's
was talking with
yeah,
the girl, that little, yeah,
yeah,
that girl said, I'm from Boston. What is doing? You're corner to corner.
from Boston. They come from
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, I know, but something like that. Now, you can find out many things around here. So, my question, I know, okay, this is going to be a little harder, but it's over 1 year later about the coronavirus. Yeah, remember the closing down.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't know for sure what's going to happen.
yeah.
Not even in the country because everyone was shut because what happened in Wuhan, and it was closing down many businesses, even some congregation they closed down around here. But the thing, it was shining, Grace, it was shining because still happy, taking people and wanted to help them out. So my question is, how was you thinking when the COVID-19 breaks up, the
Well,
outbreak? How was you thinking?
well, um, I was really shocked by that whole thing. I thought it was. I've never been involved in it in my life. I've seen other countries go through this kind of pandemic,
Yeah.
but not here. Certainly not in San Jose. I don't think it's California. So it was a lot of. It little was real surrealistic. It was kind of surreal.
Nobody knew was going to happen,
No,
no?
I mean, what closing the stores and closing the streets and
Crossing the
closing
whole economy.
Yeah, it was just to go outside. You know, especially in the evening, nobody was there. Everything was locked down. It was really, really very interesting, very
Yeah, everyone got shot.
and
He,
very unreal. But my thinking was that, uh, you know, um, we don't know what to do. We have no idea. We don't are experts. But it seems like a lot of there were a lot of people that were put right into action the issues around public health and public safety, and those things were the biggest issue. So I relied on everybody. I relied on those experts to say what we should do and not do. So
yeah.
that's my thinking. Stay here, keep doing what we're doing, and rely on the experts on
Well,
how
the
to do it.
governor Gavin Newsom was doing the best work he could as far as President Donald Trump and okay, he was in charge in the last year, and nobody knew what's gonna happen, and it stopped the spreading. When since 23,000 Americans went back from China, it's a
Yeah,
lot of people.
yeah. It was incredible. I don't think that even the governors or the mayors or that anybody knew what to do. Really, I think they were just trying to do the best they could with the
So,
information that they had.
well, the goodness of you didn't close. You just kept
Yeah.
working and helping all the people who needs for,
Well,
and
well,
also feeding the people. It's the first time when I seen that thing. You're feeding in the evening the people who just coming by and say, "Well, you have something, no." And it's really, I guess I know it was really nice. It's just it's the part where I say they are shining because it's still everyone was coming and serving the people who needs for,
yeah. Well, we
some.
didn't really realize at the time how many of the feeding programs shut down. How many of the churches, they used to have dinner or breakfast or lunch, feeding lines. You didn't realize how many had shut down um, until we started to getting people coming by, and I heard from some of our friends doing some feeding that still were feeding. There are people coming by saying,
Yeah,
"We're
they
really
shut down the
hungry,"
dining room.
but the people were coming roaming around saying, "We have no food, we have no drink, we have no water." That's the first time that I remember people coming with their empty cup to our door, saying, "I have an empty cup. I have nowhere to fill it with water. Can I fill it with water?" You know, I never saw that before in my life doing this work, and it was a real crisis of hunger, of thirst, of basic
It's
service.
a lifetime event. It's once
It was
in a
amazing to
lifetime.
us. So, of course, that reinforced our belief that we should be continuing to serve, that we
Yeah.
should be continuing to do what
No, no,
we're
no.
doing.
I can tell because
I didn't. It didn't enter my mind at one time at all. Not one second in my a moment in my mind did it enter my mind that we would close, that we would have to
yeah.
close. We
Well,
never did.
it's uncertain times because it's hard to act until something which is really danger. And the virus that went right here in Santa Clara County, we had one when I was in the Santa Clara hall, and they announced that they having one guest from Wuhan.
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah.
was 1 week previous the closing down when I was in the Santa Clara Hall. It was Mayor Ricardo too, also in there attending that the meeting. Yeah, it was on Tuesday morning. That was the president, Cindy Chavez was in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the whole Santa Clara County supervisors know that we're attending what we're gonna have, what's gonna happen, what we're gonna do
Hmm.
for in this area for the county. It
Hmm.
was uncertain. How dangerous was the
Yeah.
virus.
Yes, yes, and it was maybe a couple of weeks after the first lockdown. The county of Santa Clara housing department, the city of San Jose housing department, and some other departments, they started to hold one weekly meetings, phone Zoom meetings. These were about what we should do as shelter providers, all service providers, what we should do, and
It was becoming a ghost time.
they said, yeah, and they said you have to stay open. You have to do what you're doing.
You're
You
providing
have to
services.
you have to increase the number of beds. You have to all the providers the same thing.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
yeah, 1 year
we
later, I believe you did a great job. You know what,
we did
Phil?
what they asked us to do.
Yeah, you did the best what you could. It was a hardest time. It was a hardship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be sincere, many people was thinking what's gonna happen.
Well, they said to us this thing which I didn't realize before. They said you are essential service providers. I thought, oh,
You had to keep going.
what does that mean? Well, you're essential. You're essential to life. Really,
Yes,
what it
it
was.
means like you had to keep
You're
going,
essential to
providing
life,
services,
right? The hospital, the doctors, the
social
emergency
services.
people, the social service, all those people, we're counted in part of that essential services to keep people alive and keep people healthy, keep people wherever we could. I wish we could have taken more people,
I know.
but at the time, we have what we had in terms of our space, and we provided extra food, like you pointed out. At night, we had lots of extra food, and we would give it out
Yeah. Well, it
during the
was
day.
a tremendous job. A tremendous job, Phil. It's everyone did their part as many as the best what they could. Grace,
Right.
one is
Hmm.
the one that's shining. Yeah, La Recontraferta newspaper, was made a mention because as a congregation they did a great job. You did a great job. It was also
Well,
about talking with the Karen, who's yeah, she was also very helpful.
hmm,
Yeah, but very open in communication. You too, Phil. I believe so. You know what? You said a great example right here. Even whatever happens,
hmm.
yeah, the fatigue of the pandemic, it was really hard. Yeah,
Yeah, it is really hard for everybody.
yeah,
Nobody is uh, saying they had a great time. Was a great time or a fun time. It was not a fun time. It was not a
yeah,
great time.
yeah, not
It
at
was a
all.
time that we all tried to come together and support each other.
Yeah,
And keep each other healthy,
well,
safe,
keep each
secure,
other
most
now
probably.
together
It was a
to the very end.
Yeah, and it was
If it
difficult,
happens, it will happen. No, but well,
difficult
we
for.
went through. No, that's the goodness. We went through.
Yeah, we got through. We survived. We are here. We're open now, and we're going to do better, bigger, and better things.
But yeah, but still with a lot of work to do, as President Joe Biden said, we are for the fight against the coronavirus. Is far from the end. So we had to take it serious. His statement.
Yeah.
It's making like 3 weeks ago, I believe. So I
Well,
respect.
that's a good attitude to have. It's
Yeah.
a good attitude to have. The worst has happened. The worst is behind us, and now we have, you know, much to look forward to.
Okay. Well, Phil, I really appreciate it for you gave me your time. I also, yeah, we have some another time to keep talking about what's going on here and what is your plans for the future. And really, and congratulations, Phil. Thank you very much for having me here
Yeah.
and making the interview. I know you did a great job. And what? This time, we had to do the best what we could.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Ray, I appreciate you being here too, and your participation here, and willingness to listen about what we're doing.
No,
So thank you
yeah,
very
that's
much.
why I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
I had to be good listener. I listen
Yeah.
everyone.
Good.
And thank you very much for having me right
All
here.
right.
And this is Ray Perez from La Recontra Ferta newspaper here, reporting here in Grace Baptist Church here in San Jose, downtown in California, United States. Thank you. Amen.